gluten-free in Italy?
We are two Italian sisters living in Italy, and we will tell you all about how to live like Italians do in Italy. And actually, this is a very important question, something that I am very...
This is going to be a monologue. I'm just here just to, per bellezza we say in Italian, but go, please.
No, gluten-free is something that I have been very sensitive about.
Why?
Because first of all...
Wait, can I brag about you a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
She's a trained pastry chef, and she actually specialized. She went up to Milan to do this course with this big hot shot pastry chef, all about gluten-free, right?
Mm-hmm. And my son's best friend has a celiac disease.
Yes.
So I really know what it is to be careful about things. And you know what? In Italy is like one of the best places and one of the safest places if you have the celiac disease, if you want to eat safely. Now, there's something that we should say.
I wish I had a glass of wine, chips, watching me.
No, in Italy, we've noticed that a lot of foreigners come here and they say, I'm on a gluten-free diet, but it's something by choice.
Yes.
Okay? Italians don't do that. It's not that we eat gluten-free if we don't have any problems we don't have any intolerances. So here, being on a gluten-free diet for us is automatically the fact that you have a celiac disease. And so it's very important that you should know that by law, the restaurants who have and are certified as gluten-free, they actually have 2 separate kitchens, because cross-contamination is
very dangerous.
It's very, very dangerous.
And there actually is this association, l'Associazione Italiana Celiachia, that goes around and certifies. There's a sticker, big red sticker outside the doors. There's apps that tell you that place is safe for who has celiac disease. It's not, I can have a gluten-free pasta and then they cook it in the same pot where they cook the normal pasta. No, we take this disease very, very, very seriously. And you can have anything. You can have pizza, you can have pasta, you can have, yes.
And actually, they don't just do that. They have 2 separate kitchens. So while you enjoy your gluten-free meal, the other people who don't have to be on that diet eat the same. You guys have actually the same double menu, because actually the menu is double. It's not that the gluten-free menu is this short and the other menu is huge. They make double of everything. And gluten-free is a huge problem because of our meal, of our way of eating, where grains are such an important part of our diet. We have pasta and we have flours with bread and pizza. So these foods are already part of our diets.
Yeah.
And so it's for us, eating, as we always say, is not just about eating, it's about sharing the moment. And thanks to this association, and thanks to the recipes who choose to go through all the process of having a double kitchen and double everything, and they're actually closed. They are sealed and closed. They cannot get in contact with each other. And to allow people to have just...
to sit down at a table and eat normally with your friends and family without having to feel different because you cannot, you have a disease and you cannot eat gluten. That's here, it's not a problem. I mean, if you have to be gluten-free, if you have celiac disease, Italy is really the best place where you can come.
Because I must say that, my son traveled to the US with his best friend, and he had a huge problem because places that are considered gluten-free, it just means that in that cake, they did not use flour. But if they bake the cake in a contaminated oven, it is not technically, for the way Italians see it, it is not gluten-free. It can't be certified as gluten-free. So we're going to be sharing the details of this association, though it's very Italian.
It is very Italian.
But we always do share places, because there are lots of places, at least in Rome, but everywhere in Italy, places that are certified is is wonderful, because even beer, you know, you have to be careful with beer too.
Beer, gelato, cones for gelato. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And here you can really come and enjoy what you love the most, being certain that it will not affect your health if you have this if you have celiac disease.
And actually, I've tried, if you go to the supermarket and you want to buy the pasta and cook it at home, because maybe when you come to Italy, you stay at a home. And actually, I've tried many different types of gluten-free pasta, and it is very good. My son is an expert because, you know, it's his best friend since kindergarten, and he's 20 now, and so he's had the opportunity of tasting so many different types. And he says that in these years, now it has become so much better, and the availability of products, like, you know, during holidays it was difficult to eat, like in Christmas they didn't have the panettone, they didn't have the pandoro or the bread or the pizza. There is so much. So whether you go to the supermarket because you want to cook at home when you're in Italy, or you want to go to restaurants, the great thing that I like is that they are not gluten-free restaurants.
Oh, no.
When I've traveled abroad, I've seen many places that are just gluten-free.
Yeah.
So if you go together as a family where just one person has a celiac disease, the entire family has to eat gluten-free, or vice versa. The other person can't eat. So I find that Italy is the perfect place to travel if you are severely on a gluten-free diet. Vero?
Yeah, I have this word on the top of my head. I'm trying to think about it.
What?
Inclusive.
It's
Italy is very inclusive. I've been thinking about this word for the past 5 minutes. It's inclusive for everybody, you know, and that is why food is such an important part of our culture, of who we are, of what coming to eat in Italy represents. And so everybody has to have the opportunity to enjoy it. Everyone.
Yeah, this is something that I must say is very positive about Italy.
Yeah, I mean, I've you know, we do tours, we do cooking classes, and we have actually organized a total free Italian gluten-free foodie tours for this family, and it was beautiful. And we researched so much, and not only just in Italy, because they traveled a little bit throughout, and we always found places that were certified by the Italian Association of Celiac Disease, and they loved it. And then obviously we got feedback, but it was great. So yes, if you have this disease, Italy is a place that you have to come visit.
Yeah. And I just love it. I love it. I love the idea, as you were saying, of being inclusive, because sitting at a table and spending time with your family and friends eating and just tasting new things has to be inclusive. So if you travel to Italy and anyone in your family or yourself or your friends, just know you can reach out to us.
Yeah, you can reach out to us. So we've
We'll
done our
help you.
research. We'll help you
give
out.
you some tips. Obviously, the places always change, but Italy is absolutely the place to come if you are on a gluten-free diet.